What's up? What's good? Matt Clark here at the new Matt Clark. How are each and every one of you doing this amazing Saturday? I'm doing great. My girl's doing great. I hope each and every one of you are doing great. And I hope you're having a great week. If you could please hit that like button and that bell notification button to get all my videos when they're new. If you could share with somebody on social media, help spread the message, help spread the word, that'd be amazing. And there's a PayPal option if you'd like to donate, help support the channel. The link is in the description. So we're coming up on Christmas. I figured I'd just jump up in here, talk to you guys for a bit. I cut out of here at about 25 after got my old lady, but I figured I'd jump on here and talk to my peoples. What's up? Eddie 416, brother. Don't worry, 905 to 416. What is up? How are you guys doing? He's in a good place right now. It's that time of year where you kind of want to be stable so you can be around your family and you can spend time with your loved one. So let's chop it up, man. Let me see if I can fix the lighting. Hold on. Give me one sec. There we go. It's a little better. Eddie Spaghetti, what's up? Level 9K, what's up? So, you guys know what we do on the channel? Prison channel, addiction channel about life and the struggles that we go through that make our life more difficult. And that's why we talk about them so we can beat these obstacles instead of the things that we did, like break the law or get into addiction and just destroy your life. So I'm going to wait, though. You put a couple more of those likes up there, man. 11 to 1. Come on, dog. Hey, buddy. What's up, my brother? Happy holiday. Hey, just paying off 12K debt. That is super important. The one thing I don't have is a bunch of debt. I have my car, but aside from that, I don't have a bunch of debt. So that's a good thing. I was lucky when I was younger. I told myself I'm not going to get my driver's license. I'm not getting any credit cards because I knew in my mind that I was not in the position where I could handle that kind of responsibility. And it's the smartest thing I've ever done because if I didn't make those decisions, I would have gotten out. And the fact that I had a clean, or not clean, but no credit, right? So it allowed me to build my credit without a bunch of debt and a clean driver's license. Man, I couldn't imagine where I'd be if I had to also jump the obstacles of not having those things. So screens jumping. Do you screens, or is those, or just me that's seeing it? 416. Yeah, I know that, Eddie. I'm not gonna give my number out on live, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not something I'm gonna do. I gotta go on IG. You know, I always talk. I'm gonna go on IG. I'm gonna go on IG. But like, I hate social media, man. I hate it. I feel like my mind gets damaged by it, and I don't understand that. Yeah, that's a fact. You know, when you sit on as much stuff mentally as I do, you know, I already have so much stuff in my mind. You know, there's things that I think about every single day, and on top of that, just barraging yourself with shit on social media, and it's all negativity. And the reality is, the stuff that people post on social media is like the best parts of their life, right? And they obviously noting the shit, the crap, and the stress from their life. So this false impression that everybody's in the perfect life, you know, and it puts so many people to up their life and do this better, do this, and especially women. I just think it's bad for them. Lloyd Daly, what's up? The screen's jumping, but if I shut down the time to do it in 180, and if you guys can hear me clear, that's all that matters. Hey, man, what's good? Love your platform. Very informative. Addiction has no boundaries. Don't know if you can answer this, but is there addiction going on in the system with CEOs? I would assume that is, they're humans, the same as everybody else. And I would definitely assume a certain percentile of them is using. The CEOs that are impacted by something when they make bad decisions, whether they involve some criminals. And a lot of that can have to do with it, I'm sure, and the need for excess cash. Yeah, I couldn't tell you for sure because I don't talk to them like that, but I would have to think there's some for sure. IG would be good. Another platform to spread advice and work you're doing. Post some shorts and add links to your YouTube. Yeah, that's a fact. I should be doing that. Am I lagging too? Man, this fucking... Hold on a second. I hate this shit, man. Yeah, it says I'm connected. So I don't know what else to do. I don't know how I can fix it. Is it bad? Like, can you guys understand what I'm saying, or is it horrible? Keep up the great videos, Matt. We love everyone. Smash that like button. That's a fact. Wow, I can't believe that Twitch committed suicide. That is a fact. Yeah, it's easy to look happy, but somebody who's in the light, working with Ellen, you know how much stress and pressure there was on that dude for that period of time. And he had this spotlight though, right? And all of a sudden, boom, that spotlight's gone. He falls off. He's forgotten about. Maybe he doesn't feel as important anymore. Maybe he feels like career's in the gutter. I don't know. But for a man to commit suicide when you got kids, damn, it's hardcore. Sandra, what's up? We can still hear you. It's like a solid 10 out of 10 connection. A little lag, but we know what you're saying. You already know. Maybe I'll do another live later. Make up for it if I can get time to do that. But it's Christmas time, man. I'm gonna jump on here and do as much as I can before the holidays gets real crazy, and then I won't be able to do nothing because I'll be with the fam. My beautiful old lady, she's gonna be gone for the holidays, so yeah, I definitely have plans. I spend every Christmas with my family, my parents and my siblings. We all come together. Last year was the first year we had all 7 of us together in like almost 30 years, 26, 27 years. And it was amazing. It was great. And everything went well. And we're ready for another one, So the thing about it is my family was ripped apart, right? Like, you have my brother who is a lifer, and then you have me who is doing life on the installment plan. We made it really difficult for my family to have any semblance of normalcy. The stuff with my brother just crushed my family, basically separated 2/3 of my family from never even wanting to talk to us again. In order to protect their own kids from the realities of what my brother did. And then there's me too, and I don't grieve over the loss of those family members because me personally, that's what I say. They're very people, never got along with them, and they couldn't support their brother, who is my father, and his wife during those times. And are more concerned about their own stuff. Hey, their kids would have never found out about it. we were never gonna, it would have never been that kind of a situation where my parents would have just blabbed at kids. Um, so I understand their fear of their kids understanding and flat out, but at the same time, you guys, straight up. Are you still tight with your brother? Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm tight with all my brothers and my sister. I like your top 10 things not to do in jail. No whistling. I remember the only time I went to jail, I was never went back. That's a fact. Newborn assassin. It's like that saying, just because there's blood don't mean that they're. That is a fact. And my family is really close. We've always been that way. When my brother came back, worry that he would not be accepted in by certain ones of my siblings who are really affected by his actions and are civilians. The other 3 siblings are all civilians, no criminal records, not into that lifestyle at all. So we definitely thought I had his support I gave him my support 100%. My parents, but he had to earn the respected support from the rest of the family, and it was great when they accepted him and at least gave him a shot, which has been working out amazing. So our family's back together. This will be my brother's Christmas away, but he just got some good news from his PO. Should be out on parole May or June next year. Fingers crossed. Oh, for sure. Fingers crossed. And he'll most likely get out. If your PO is supporting you for parole, you're going to get out. It's rare circumstances where that doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Your PO basically is the authority. They write all your information. You can have a great PO who supports you and wants you to get out. I had a great PO my last bit. I had no business getting parole, but she saw that I was motivated to change my life. She saw that I wanted to go to treatment, which was a 6-month in-house program. So she supported me. That's a good PO. And a bad PO that for some reason doesn't like you and decides that they want to fuck you over and make it impossible to get out. I have a lifer friend that was a situation. His PO put a BS arson charge on his record. He never had an arson charge in his life. Put it in his paperwork, refused to take it out of his paperwork. He had a huge process of fighting it legally to get it out of his paperwork. It's crazy. Did you hear about the flipping GG? I think he'll get touched somewhere. So, you got to think about that. Hey, Matt, Merrick, we don't see you. Hope you have a good one. Gen 913, man, you already know. What you know about Cartier? I don't know anything about Port Cartier. What is it? This is the second time I had her. Yeah, hey, sometimes you can get a good PO, man. And I'm institutionally is a little bit rare that you're going to get a nice PO. The problem with outside is a lot of if like my last PO when I was outside, not the one who helped me get parole on the inside. She was cool, right? For a PO. But I was doing everything right. I could see in her the kind of PO that would get pretty fucking hardcore if you were making the wrong decisions and you're moving like an idiot. I feel like that, and she'd lock you back up. So it just depends on also what you're doing. I used to so difficult, impossible. There's no way. They set you up. They put you in situations that you handle. This is unfair. This time I just stayed away from drugs and stayed away from all the people that brought drugs. It was easy. I just imagine that. Beat my whole parole. It's hard for some members that will accept me because of my criminal past. That's a fact. It's just something you have to deal with. Everybody will forgive you for things. And the more serious it is, the less likely more people forgive you for that. And when it comes to a body or something like that, that's a whole other thing. If you look at it through the lens of a con, then you say, oh, of course I could forgive this person. People make mistakes. But lenses of a civilian, right? this is a killer. This is somebody who's not forgivable, who is dangerous and scary. And I think sometimes people fail to see the difference. On day parole, other till Feb, full parole till 26. You gotta go. You gotta grind, my brother. Nice, free up, man. Congrats. You gotta grind though, bro. You got some time. You know what I mean? A violation is gonna cost you a substantial amount of time. If you violated right now, back, you're gonna have to sit for like what, 2.5 years? Even if you just puff a spliff. I haven't seen my family in 14 years. Now I left home when my mom passed away. Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of the time, I'll have somebody in the family that kind of keeps everybody together, you know? They're like the glue. And then as soon as that person passes away or something happens to that person, then everybody else kind of falls apart and just kind of loses contact. It's not like a hateful dispersion of family. It's just like it kind of happens. It's like when you grow out of your friendships with people over the years and you say, why am I not friends with the person anymore? You can't really think about why. You know, I have a best friend. He's my best friend, and I still don't understand why. But he's good. And there was 1 or 2 times that he almost got caught up because of me. 1 or 2 times where I did things that affected his family, in terms of, you know, having their house raided and etc. And I think I just became too much of a liability for him to be friends with because he didn't see his path the same. And it's hard for me sometimes to sit back and say, damn, homie, I was down and out and you was just out. Different people. You know, I'm lucky. No conditions on tree, substance abuse. Yeah, that's super rare though. You know that. If you're in the building, go up, hit that like button. Helps with the algorithm, me and the channel grow so we can, the screen's glitching, my brother. Battery's not low. It's just my internet sucks right now. Maybe I'll do another one later. Maybe if I, because it was low when I started the battery. So maybe if I reboot it, like this is the thing. I'm not tech savvy. So it probably needs to be fucking rebooted and updated and all kinds of shit. Like what I need is somebody done with me for a couple days, teach me how to edit, teach me how to get the basics of those things. Like I can edit, but on piece hard for me, man. I left my hometown to work on myself to get sober. I would like to reconnect with. It's hard being alone this long. Loneliness is really difficult, man. Sometimes you got to suck up your pride and just say sorry for some of the shit. Hey, man, when the disclosure says 2 years less a day on an early guilty plea, that means that the maximum they're willing to give me actually give me that amount of sentencing. Now, that means that's their offer, right? What they would expect. That's what they want. So you're going to get less than that. Usually first offer is not really what you get. Life without love is hard. Yeah, it is. But you can always find love. You just got to treat people good, my friend. If everybody around you, you're doing something wrong. And I'm not just talking about family, you know. You can find love from friends or from a partner or whatever, you know. A lot of people have lives where they don't get love from it, but they get that from outside sources. If you're not getting it from anywhere, you need to look and see why, you know. I might send to Beaver Creek minimum, sentence schedule for June 2023, but I sentenced before then. If you're 12 months, that's 1/3. 12 months. 16 months, you mean? You may get parole in 3 years. Slim Game Steel. Hey, Matt, I want to ask a question about Pembroke. All right, what's up? I was in for 2003 and 2006 in Falcon. Do you not get to cook your own food anymore? Hey, I was there them times. Remember me? In 2004 and 2005, I was in Edgewood. But I was on a bunch of different ranges in Edgewood. Foots. And so if you know who Foots is if you're in Pembroke. Jacob, man, thank you very much. Minimum's not bad anywhere, brother. And I'm pretty sure you still cook your own food there. It's just, if you live in Tundra unit is like a higher security unit. In that unit, you do not cook your own food. Yeah, I was with like Defas. I got kicked out. I was unit rep. I got caught with some dank and got shipped out. I got sent to Joyce in November 2006. Love yourself and you'll be all right. That's it. Love yourself before anybody else is gonna love you. You know what I'm saying? That's just a fact. I'm on here for a couple more minutes. Maybe I'll come back and do another one later where I can get the shit figured out. But I can choose to get sentenced. Say the best time to start if you're doing an actual full year. February, March. So you get out the next year for the summer. That's what you want to do, my brother. Get out for summertime. Minimums, but like I said, bad anywhere. If you are minimum, you're set. You're gonna good food. You're gonna have a much higher opportunity to have contact with your girl or your family, like touch visits. You're gonna have opportunities to go work in the community, and there's no fence, man. I could do that now, but 10 years ago or before that, you could have never put me with no fence. I would have been gone. The only problem with Beaver Creek is that it's boring. Super boring. Dude, man, I just want to say I appreciate what you do and how you've turned things around. I appreciate that Slim Game. I already know, my friend. Yeah, you already know. I'm off of this in like minutes anyways. I got to go pick up my girl. She's going to be tripping if I don't. When you're at home and she's working, they don't love that, do they? I work all day, every day. This goddamn computer, man. I haven't even, you know what? I've had this computer for a year, and I haven't even finished the setup on it. You know what I mean? Like, I am so tech illiterate. I'm learning as I go, but I'm a fast learner if he sits down and shows me. But that's what I need to learn. Anyways, you guys already know this shit's jumping back and forth, back and forth. So commit to doing another live either later tonight or tomorrow for sure. I'll try to get this stuff figured out. My brother, the first time I visited Beaver Creek, I told him, let's go. My car is right here. Man, it really took like a neighbor. Yeah, it does. Townhouses. Hey, man, never caught a live in a long time. I'm at work now on my lunch break. You already know, Mark Canada, East Coast. Shout out to you. You've been watching the channel a long time. I appreciate you. I watched your Fembrook video, and it just brought back a memory. It's just crazy. I'll see you next time. You guys already know, man. Make sure you hit that like button before you get out of here, man. I'll maybe I'll pop on later. Love y'all. The new Matt Clark.